Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's great if you stop by to watch my channel and see what I'm going to be up to today. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button. Today we are going to be making some homemade grape jelly. And we are going to be making it out of juice. Okay, so I'm making up this jelly, and it is going in the pantry. So it seems to be a real simple recipe to make. And you know me, I like simple, and so I'm giving it a shot. I am not a pro canner here at all, but I'm giving it my best shot, and so I'm going to bring you guys along on the jelly making. I don't know if you can see it right here. I have my jars in a water bath and they're boiling. They got to boil for 10 minutes. Already pre-washed them, even though I took them out of the box brand new. I still washed them and rinsed them because you never know what has went and touched the jars. I mean, they appear clean, but hey, for canning, I want to make sure for my own good that they are perfectly clean, perfectly sterilized. I have me an old towel down here that I'm going to be sitting everything on because it could be messy. And so this way, all I have to do is pick up the old towel and wash it and everything will be all good. I'm not going to have a stained up counter. Okay, so let's get started with making some grape jelly out of juice. Okay, and you can use any kind of juice as long as it don't have any sugar in it. So it can be apple juice or, yeah, whatever kind of juice you like. So anyway, to begin, we are going to be starting with 6 cups of the grape juice. This here is 2 cups, so right, there is 2. And there is 4. And there's 6. On this, I'm going to measure. Okay, so I've got that there, and now I'm going to take 2 boxes of Sure Gel. And we're going to put that Sure Gel in there, if I can get it out of the box. Hey, look. Instructions. That's cool. Okay. Now, my mama used to can all the time, okay, and I help a little bit. So, I do have a little bit of canning experience, but I don't have a pressure cooker, but I do have a water bath, and that is the way that we are doing the canning today. I think I'm going to hold on to that and read it later. I'm going by a recipe that I found, so I'm not going by the one in the Sure Gel. I don't even know if they have it, this kind of recipe in the Sure Gel recipe. Oh, I'll look and find out. Okay. Drop that in there. Okay. Look here. Okay. Those have been boiling for 10 minutes. I'm going to shut them off and let that cool down a bit, so when I go to take them out of there, it's not going to be a rolling boil and boil all over me. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this on at a medium high. And we want to keep stirring it. And we gotta wait for it to get to a rolling boil. And then we're gonna stir in our sugar. And our sugar is going to be 9 cups of sugar. Seems like a lot, huh? But you gotta remember you're using unsweetened juice, so you gotta have some added sugar into it. Okay, here I've got my lids and rings, and they are in hot water. You don't want to boil them, but have your water hot. It'll help seal your cans or your jars when you're ready. So I'm just going to wait for this here to boil, and then we'll add in the sugar. Okay, it is boiling. It's a rolling boil. Let's see if you can see that. A rolling boil, so I'm going to shut the flame off. Okay, now we are going to add in our 9 cups of sugar. One and 2, and I'm trying to keep stirring it as I with my left hand, and I'm right-handed, so 4, 7. There we go. Got all the sugar in there. And get that over there. I'm just going to stir that. Like that. Just get it mixed up real good. I was going to show you too how much of the juice I had left. Probably about a quarter. Right in there. But you can put that in the fridge and drink it later. Okay, now we're going to turn it back on. And you want to stir this constantly, okay? And you are going to boil this for 1 minute. So I actually have me another phone here, and I'm going to time it for 1 minute once it starts boiling. And you want it to be a full rolling boil, and make sure you stir it constantly. You don't want it to stick. And then you're going to remove the pot from the heat when it is over with its 1 minute. So let's just keep stirring here and wait for it to get to the boiling point. Okay, it is now at a roaring boil, and we have to boil this for 1 minute. I have my timer set. I'm going to turn this flame down just a little bit here, and because I don't want it to boil over. I have a little trick here, a little hack for y'all. Take a couple tablespoons of butter, put it in there. It will help that frothing, so you don't have so much to get off, to skim off the top of it. And I actually learned this from another YouTuber, and I thought, hey, I'm going to give it a shot. So it did bring down the foam quite a bit. I should have showed you how foamy it was in the very beginning, but right there you can see the butter floating around, and yeah, it has beamed down quite a bit. So go ahead, and I have to stir that. Okay, this has to go off because it says we are done. Okay, alright. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. So we shut that flame off. The next step is we gotta get the hot jars out of there and do it without burning myself. Okay. So I got this little thing. I ran all over town yesterday. Went to Walmart. They didn't have any, even though it said on their app they did. They didn't. Okay. So I thought, okay, where else can I find one? I called Tractor Supply. They didn't have any. So I ended up stopping by Ace Hardware. I got the last one. I was so happy. Because you don't want to grab a hold of something in boiling hot water and burn the hide off your hands. Okay. The second thing I was looking for was a canning rack. Okay. No canning racks around at all. So, well, you do the next best thing and you work with what you have. We're going to find a spot for that lid. Okay, you set it right there. It won't go anywhere. So anyway, we come up with an idea, okay? And our idea was to take this handle out here. There we go. Right there. Okay, so I went to Salvation Army, got me a pan here. It's got holes in it, and that is very hot, yeah. And so that is what I'm using for a canning rack. And I get over here, because that is hot, and I'm trying not to burn myself. I really don't want to burn myself. Okay. So I gotta make room here. And I got the cans over here to the sink. So I just have to actually I changed my spot here. Move over to the other sink. Okay, here we go. That should work better. Because I got to empty the water now out of these jars. So we can put jelly in them. So that is what I'm doing. I emptied the water out of it. So we have a jar here. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I'm trying to get you over here where you maybe see what I'm doing. See. Okay, and you want to make. Let's see how we got it here. Okay, I had my hand in the way out. I'm sorry. So, I mean, I could only get 4 pints in here. Actually, I needed the half pints, but I couldn't find half pints. So, I'm using pints to do this. And my rig up here that I have only is holding 4 pints. So, I can only do 4 pints, or I'm going to have to start the process over and do some more, which I might. I'm not sure yet. Okay, here we have the nice clean jars that have been sterilized and all that good stuff. I'm going to take a extra little step here and just go around the edges, rip it down. Okay. Now you want these hot, you know, because that helps your seals to stick on there. Alright, here we go. A ladle. Here's my ladle. Okay, yeah, that is a really hot jar. I wish my pan would fit right there. It may. Okay. That way I'm not so far away. I'm spilling it. So we need to get that foam off the top. So let me grab me a dish for that. Okay, and get me a metal spoon here. I'm just gonna scrape off the foam so that you don't want that in your jelly. Just go around it and try to get that out and out of there. I lost the chunk. Alright, here we go. It does smell really good though. It does. And I really hope it sets up correctly. But it should. I did it as per the instructions was telling me to do. Like I say, I am not a pro canner. I've done it a few times, and it's been a long time since I've done that, so I had to do my own research. And so hey guys, if I can try it, you can try it, right? Okay. I think I have all that foam off now. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. Ready. Now we're going to use my ladle, and we're going to put some of that. Still have some floating around there. You know what? I forgot one thing. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I found what I forgot to have ready, which was my funnel. So I have that. That'll make it a lot easier getting your jelly in the jar. And you don't want to fill it all the way. About an inch to the top. So we're just going to pour that. Oh, that one might have got a little bit. No. Should have been a little less than thinking. It should be okay. Okay, on to the next. Also gently, because it is still really hot. Speaking of hot, it's kind of warm in the kitchen right now. But yesterday it was so warm here, and it was real humid. No way would I have done it yesterday. Today we're, I think, lower 70s. Okay. Here's my second one. On to the next. Actually, what I should be doing now, before I get too far ahead of myself, is grab. Should have did this after the first one. It's still warm. I'm going to put that on top. Put it on top of there. And then we're going to put the lid on. Yeah, that jar is warm. Oh, I heard it click. Okay. And get the other one up. And do the same thing. Click. That's the sound that we want. Okay, I'm going to grab the next one here. Yeah, I'm finding I need to still get some more of that froth out of there. Okay. Voila. Okay. And another scoop. More. Okay, take that off. Grab another. I'm missing another ring. Okay. Somewhere. I think I'm going to have to grab another ring here real quick. Alright, we got the jelly in 4 jars here, so I'm putting it back here in my canning rack. So-called canning rack. Hey, if it works, you work with what you have, right? Okay. So I got 4 of them in there. I'm gonna have to sterilize some more jars because I still have enough for probably another quart. So I'll get at least 1 more of those done. But anyway, this is gonna go back in that water. Okay. And we're going to put the lid back on it. Turn the flame back on. And once it has a rolling boil, we are going to start the timer and let it boil for, let's see what it was. I think it was 5 minutes, 10 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, once it starts boiling. So, I'll let that get to a rolling boil, and I'll be back to set the timer at 5 minutes, and then that should be done. In the meantime, I'm going to get me another jar and get it started to finish that off. I'll probably just keep that one in the fridge to try out for peanut butter and jelly. But so I'm gonna let that boil and I'll return. Okay, I was able to get me half a pint here of the jam. I wanted to show you, you know, because it was starting to actually gel. I don't know if you can tell that jelly in my spoon here. That is really good. So I'm going to take here, and I got a little bit of vinegar here, which is good. You can just kind of take a paper towel there and go around and clean it before it goes into your water canner to keep it nice and clean. Right now I'm still waiting on it to get to a rolling boil before I can start the timer of 5 minutes. So stay along with me and we'll take them out and see how they turned out. Okay, it is at a rolling boil. Got my timer started for 5 minutes, and when 5 minutes up, I can take these out and I'll be done with my canning. So make sure you stay tuned. Hey, if you like the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Go ahead, you'll have a minute or two before, well, you'll have 4 minutes, 39 seconds to hit the like button and subscribe. So I'll return. Okay, it has been 5 minutes, and I'm shutting that off. I'm shutting my phone off. Hopefully, stop. There we go. Okay, now what I'm going to do now, it is going to set for another 5 minutes to let that beam out in there. I don't want to grab a whole boiling hot jars out of boiling hot water. So we're going to give it another 5 minutes. I'll be back. We'll pull the jars out and we'll be done. So stay tuned. Okay, I got my rig out of the water, and now all I have to do is pull them out. Actually, they've been sitting there a few minutes, so I'm just going to use my pot holder to bring them out and to set them down here. You can put them on a wire rack and let them cool, or I'm just putting mine on the towel here that I've been using. And here's my half one right here. I'll probably just keep that one in the refrigerator and be eating off of it. But hey, we got 4.5 pints out of that. So I feel like it was a success. Go ahead and tighten those down a bit. Okay. There we go. Hey, we got some grape jelly going on here, and so, you know, I think I'll do it maybe on a little bit cooler day because I'm pretty warm right now. I have the air conditioning going. Actually, I shut the air conditioner off and turn the fan on and open some windows to kind of let the humidity out, because the water steaming, you do get some humidity. So, but hey guys, you know, this is going to go in my storage pantry, and I think I'm going to get some apple juice and do some apple jelly next. Yeah, if you can find canning jars or the lids or anything else for canning, go ahead and can you up something. This is real simple. Hey, if I can do it, you can do it. So, so guys, if you like the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and share the video if you'd like. So, I hope y'all have a great one, and toodaloo, and God bless. And until the next one, guys, I'll see you. Bye.